Hey everyone, this is Yami, your Latina next door. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have May's Look for Less challenge. If you're not familiar with the Look for Less, it's a challenge that I host every month with a different co-host. And this month's co-host is Linda over at FaithChick777. In this challenge, we invite you all to take a home decor piece from a high-end store and recreate it for a whole lot less. Once you're done with this video, make sure to check out her channel and see what she created for this month, as well as everybody else who joined in this month. I have a playlist in the description box below where you can add your video if you joined. And if you just like to watch, definitely check out that link below in my description box so you can see everyone else's recreations. Before we start, make sure to hit subscribe and that notification bell so you don't miss out on another video, and like this video if you enjoyed it. Let's get started. So for this first DIY, I saw these beautiful volcanic ash apples on Ballard Designs website. The smallest one was on sale for $26, and I love the actual look because I think this would be great on a shelf or used as a paperweight. And since I've already done some faux cement looks, I thought I'd give it a try. I found these really cute apples over at Dollar Tree. It was the first time I had seen them. These are actually ceramic, and I'll be keeping one of them the original color because I think it looks really pretty, but I thought the other one would be great to try this DIY out. Since the surface was so sleek on this apple, I did go ahead with a fine grit sanding block and just sand the surface to give it a little bit more grip. Next, I began to give it a coat of the textured chalk paint that I had used in my previous Look for Less. And then I decided to use my black and white chalk paint mixed together to give it that same cement look as my last faux cement bowl. However, it was a little bit too gray, and the images that I had captured from the original pieces were a little bit more brown. So I started just kind of trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and I started stippling lighter color throughout to give it a little bit more texture. But honestly, I wasn't happy with the way it was looking, so I decided to add the original color again with a little bit of lighter white tones throughout and just kind of add it to where it wasn't a perfect application. This technique finally started to work, and this is how it finally came out when it was dry. And I really like the warmer colors in this faux cement apple. Now you can totally do this application on their faux fruit that you can find in the floral section. Just keep in mind that if you don't find the ceramic one like this, the other ones will have less weight. So for the next DIY, I saw these deco rings on Ballard Designs website, and these are actually fairly new, but they're already on sale, and the smallest one right now is about $50. And when I gave it a close-up, it was kind of like a seagrass that was around the round part of the ring. So I knew what to do. I had this little plaque left over from a previous project, as well as this little tumbling block from Dollar Tree. And the first thing that I needed to do was paint them. I simply use a black chalk paint for this. This paint covers very well, so I only needed to use one coat. I needed to cut my tumbling block in half, so I used my crafting shears for this, and I apologize if it was off camera. I didn't realize it. And then I took this embroidery hoop that was left over from a previous project. You guys know I love these and always have these on hand. But I had went ahead and took out the little screw that connected them together at the bottom. And this is actually perfect because I can hot glue either side of that little block and use those side pieces in order to hot glue the embroidery hoop on. Now, do you guys remember that hula skirt that I used to make my lovely seagrass vase from my last Look for Less? Well, I still had some left over, and I thought, why not? So I made a few more braids, and I decided to use it for my ring. I began by hot gluing the end of one of the braids to the base of the little ring, and then I started wrapping it around the base. Now, since I wasn't going to be able to wrap the braid around that little section right there that I'm working on like I would the rest of the ring, I decided to go ahead and lay a couple of pieces of the hula skirt straight down so you wouldn't see the embroidery hoop. I know it looks a little crazy now, but it'll get cleaned up in just a second. And then you're going to start wrapping your braid around the embroidery hoop. Once you're done with that braid, you're going to glue the end down really tightly with hot glue, and then you're going to add your second braid. Make sure your ends are glued over onto themselves so that you have a nice clean seam between braids. Once you get to the end, wrap your braid as tightly as you can and make sure you glue down nice and tight so that it doesn't get undone. Finally, glue your hoop onto the little wooden base, and that's it. Now, this little hoop is probably not as close as some of my previous Look for Less to the original. However, I do think it's kind of cute, and I think it'll look adorable on a shelf, like maybe in a bathroom or something. So I do think it ended up being really adorable. Plus, it goes perfectly with my previous vase, so I think it's a win-win. So for my final Look for Less, I am going to be recreating these storage boxes. These boxes go for 2 for $33 on the Ballard Designs website, but we can totally do better than that. And this is definitely the easiest Look for Less I have done to date. I have these little cardboard boxes that I purchased from Michael's to store my paints, and you can get these on sale for $2.50 a piece, and I love them because they have the nice lid, they're very sturdy, and you can stack them on top of each other. I had these leather pieces that I bought from a bag at Hobby Lobby, and it only cost me $3.14. You probably remember that I used this for this cute little patriotic crate that I did in my last video. I decided to use a nice dark brown for this, and what I did was I measured it on my cutting mat and I cut out 4-inch pieces that I would later cut in half. So these ended up being 4 inches in length and ½ an inch in width. Next, I simply hot glued both ends of the little straps to one end of the box. Once that was dry, I added little push pins to either end of the straps, and these you can find at Dollar Tree. And then I added a little bit of hot glue on the inside of the box to where the little ends of the pins were coming out. That way it didn't damage any of the paint bottles or no one would get nicked when they reached in. And literally that was it. That's all to this little DIY Look for Less. Now you can do this with any color box you want that matches your decor, which is what I love. And it's so easy to do. So there you go. So 3 easy Look for Less pieces. Let's check out how we did. The first item was the boxes. You can get 2 for $33. I did 2 for $6, and that includes the small pieces I used of leather and the little push pins. The next one was a little apple, and it basically cost me $1 because I had all the paint versus theirs, which was on sale for $26. And finally, my little deco ring. Theirs was on sale for $50, but mine only cost around $2 since I pretty much used things that were left over from previous projects. Out of the 3, I'd love to know which one of these was your favorite. I hope you enjoyed this month's Look for Less challenge. Don't forget to check out Linda's channel as well and see what she created for this month. Also, the playlist with everyone's DIYs is in my description box below. I'm going to go ahead and link some more videos if you guys want some more inspiration right now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, adios!